I still remember the first time I ever played a God of War game. It was God of War 1 and it was with the demo disc. I went into EB Games, maybe GameStop, it was one of those. I saw the demo disc in a thin cardboard sleeve and it was free, so naturally I took it home to play, and holy crap was I amazed. When the demo ended, I was pretty upset. I wanted to keep playing it, and eventually of course I bought it, and then I beat the crap out of it. When I finally got God of War 2, I played it and beat it on my newly bought 60 gig PS3. It too was amazing, but how it ended really pissed me off. They left it on a huge cliffhanger, riding up Mount Olympus with the Titans, freaking epic.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Now we get to God of War 3, the 5th installment in the popular God of War series, and released March 16th, 2010 for the PlayStation 3. This game was so freaking cool and stunning to look at. I did want to say the game looks great for its time, but to me it still looks pretty fantastic. And on July 14th, 2015, the game was remastered for the PS4 to make it look even more stunning. God of War 3 was critically acclaimed upon release, receiving nearly perfect scores. Well-deserved scores. In December 2008, Sony had stated that God of War 3 would be the last game in the series. Jump to 2010, John Haidt stated that God of War 3 would conclude the trilogy, but it isn't the end of the franchise, and that they are going to be extremely careful about what to do next. And seeing as God of War Ascension wasn't too well received, I guess they didn't plan well enough. Now, I personally liked Ascension, and the reviews weren't too bad either, but the overall player base didn't really care much for it. Now, designing Part 3 was extremely difficult for the team to develop, mostly because of the architecture of the PlayStation 3, but also because of the increase in graphical power. For example, Kratos on the PlayStation 2 used 5,000 polygons, and Kratos on the PS3 used about 20,000 polygons. An interesting fact is that God of War 3 actually uses the same graphics engine from Part 1 and 2. The team ported all of Part 2 to the PS3 and was even able to play it on the new console. This did help the team out a great deal, as they didn't have to design a whole new graphics engine. On November 2nd, 2010, the Dominus character skin in Challenge of Exile mode, previously exclusive to the Ultimate Edition and Ultimate Trilogy Edition, were released as a bundle on the PlayStation Store. The bundle is free for PlayStation Plus subscribers who could receive the Phantom of Chaos and Forgotten Warrior skins when purchasing God of War and God of War 2. The bonus costumes are... All the DLC was added to the remastered edition on the PS4, which is nice, as some studios still make you pay extra for that stuff. PS3 and PS4 are not the only way to play this masterpiece. You can play it through PlayStation Now's service, which you can use from your PC and PS4. If you don't want to pay $9.99 a month for that, then you can always use RPCS3 on your PC and emulate the game. It will be a bit rough at times, but every year the game compatibility list increases, so God of War 3 will be fully playable in no time, I'm sure. Before we compare the graphics, please subscribe to this channel and share this video. The more views I get, the more content I can create. Thanks for being awesome. Let's take a look at some frame rates. On PlayStation 4, it's a solid 60 frames, basically the whole game, but the pre-rendered cutscenes are locked at 30 frames. Now I do know that these cutscenes use in-game graphics engine, but they are pre-rendered. This game runs beautifully on the PlayStation 4. The PS3 runs 30 to 60, and I'd say when you're not in combat, it's a mix-up of 40 to 55 mostly. And when in heavy combat, it will drop to the 30s. All in all, that's pretty great. Better than being locked at 30 like some games do. Time for the graphic comparisons now. Obviously the PS4 is going to look better. One thing I notice on this shot is the blood on his shoulder armor are not the same. And moving him over, the blood on his arm armor is the same. I do like the blood on the PS3 better, and here's why. It looks like some blood landed on his shoulder and it started to drip down. The PS4 blood just kind of fades off on the top, it doesn't look as good. Moving into gameplay, look at this floor. The vines, grass, and plant detail are incredible looking on the PS4. I played the PS3 first and I thought, how much better could it really get? I thought it looked pretty great already. Then when I played the PS4 version, it was instantly better. And doing this side by side, you can see even more fine detail that I missed. I mean, look at this floor. Zooming in, we get a clear shot of the increased detail to Kratos. The sword detail really pops. A closer look at his arm and sexy leg. The chains on the forearm really pop here, and that leg, Like I said, the PS3 still looks amazing, not even any screen tearing like a lot of PS3 games have. It is like the PS4 just hit the sharpen function and was good to go, kinda like this. It looks better, but okay, PS4 did do more than sharpen. Seeing these Titans in the background while playing on the PlayStation 3 was so freaking cool, and playing on Gaia while she moved about was excellent and amazing looking. But now when I'm looking at them side by side, it almost hurts my eyes to look at the PlayStation 3 because it just seems so much more blurry. The main thing here is Kratos' sword. I love how sharp and fine those red lines are. Another thing I noticed was the lack of added stuff the PS4 could have done. Santa Monica Studios could have added extra shrubbery like Naughty Dog did on Uncharted. This is a hard one to constantly compare because there really isn't anything different between the two, just sharper visuals. I mean, it is fine. But if I was to buy this remaster at full price, I would expect some extra stuff too. I want some extra goddamn tree branches, damn it. But yeah, the extra fine detail is definitely awesome. I mean, look at those rocks. Those are some nice looking rocks. Just seeing these Titans in the background while you're playing was so freaking cool. And man, they sure do look much cooler on the PS4. I mean, look at that detail. Pausing here, we can really see these dots. Oh hell yeah. And this scratch makes this a must buy. I need me some dots. Let's check out saving a game. On the PS4, it is so much quicker. It takes 5 seconds to save and resume gameplay. But on the PS3, it takes like a lifetime. When you're just sitting there staring at nothing for 20 seconds, it seems like an hour. So the quicker saves is a great addition. Now this is the best improvement I've seen so far. The detail and the design on the bars is so crystal clear on the PS4, looks so much better. Kinda weird that this is so far the best enhancement that I've found, but hey, I'll take it. Zooming in on the water horse, the new water detail and the motion is sweet looking. He does look great on the PS3 also when he's not moving super fast. So right here, looks great. The water effects are cool, but also the crab leg on the PS4, that sweet detail. I love it. This is interesting. The blood is different on his shoulder the whole time. The legit only change I found so far. Why did they even feel the need to change the blood? Did it get deleted by mistake and some intern was like, oh shit, and placed some new random Photoshop brush on him and they called it a day? Maybe. Just like a minute ago, this is also an interesting one. His tattoo, and by his, I mean Poseidon's tattoo gets brightens, glows. It's one of those. It glows before it does on the PS3. Also, that skin detail is a lot better on PS4. He looks like a wax version on PS3. One thing I noticed here is how much better the water looks on PlayStation 4. You get more light reflection and of course sharper visuals. On this shot, Athena is very flickery on the PS3 and smooth on the PS4. Zooming in, I guess she still flickers on the PlayStation 4 but is a lot more crisp. Same with Kratos. Here's another shot of Kratos' shoulder armor with the newly changed blood splatter. Still confused by this. It looks like the PlayStation 4 added more falling bodies behind Athena. Pretty awesome. Now this is a great game, so play any version that you can. You won't regret it. Now this is all I have for you today, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share, and leave a comment. Thanks again and take it easy.